Hey you folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4! And good news, everyone! I finally found, like, a line that properly explains paratroopers. Every time I look it up, all I find is this. You click on an airfield, and then you right-click where you want to go. I'm like, well, that's not working. And then finally, in the wiki, I found one line that specifically mentions the transport planes have to be in the airfield. I've assumed that just like the convoys, the transport planes were automated. That you set this up and the convoys show up and they get it done. But no, the transport planes actually have to be somewhere first. So that's going to change things pretty goddamn dramatically. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to group up. The E-Day forces are going to be in one group. Well, two groups actually. I'm going to group them all up, do this. We're going to get another great general, you over here. And we're going to change your colors so that's a little easier to find. So we're going to have paratrooper group red and paratrooper group teal in here. I don't know how many transport planes we need per division at all, but at this Normandy Air Base, which has plenty of room, we're going to go ahead and start a transport plane wing. I don't know, here. Just whenever we get a transport plane, just have them spawn over here, please and thank you. I'm betting that you can only do one deployment at a time from an airbase. It's probably like the naval invasion, although I don't actually know that for sure. Hang on, cancel this deployment. So, $20 here, and $20 here. And transport planes. I'll put you at the top for a second and increase that in case it turns out we need more. Okay. Looks like... Oh, you still have a battle plan is what's going on. That's right. Okay. So, all of these divisions, you're all changing to paratroopers. And you are all changing to paratroopers. Which results in some of you becoming green. Which I would prefer not. Well, you're actually okay, but we can still afford to train a little bit. That's going to be fine. Lost that. Marines are marining. Living Legend's still better. I agree. So, I guess what I have to redetermine now is where we're going to land. Landing on a naval base is probably going to be dangerous. We don't have the vision there, but I'm betting there's a lot of people. But what I'm wondering about is landing here and here, and we might be able to then attack over, or we could just sit in place and see if we can't build some naval bases. Especially if I'm landing a dozen at a time. I could decide to land a bunch of dudes around Plymouth. I could actually go with 4 groups. Surround Plymouth and then go in. And or build a naval base. It's still going to be insanely risky. I can't find any numbers indicating how many transport planes I need. I wonder if I look at the division itself. Because, I mean, we have a weight. So does this mean I need 5.5 transport planes per division? Where do I find, like, It's kind of annoying. Like, if I look at my production for transport planes... Way down at the bottom. God, this list is big. Where is it? There. I don't know why the tooltip went away. No, it doesn't tell me anything about how much it can carry. No idea. So what happens if I start planning this? So let's say... Oh, they're blue because they've got transport planes. I see. Well, that's better. So, land... Take off from Calais. And let's say we do this. I guess it's not going to tell me the info because you're still training. $26 transports, 19 transports. How come different numbers? But I clearly won't have enough. Because right now I have this told Oh, it's got 26, though. And it's probably, presumably, has got 19. So that's how many you're going to use. Are they going to come in piecemeal, then? Maybe it's not like the Marine invasion, where you need to have all the transports in place. Maybe they'll drop them bit by bit by bit. Which I don't think is a good thing. I may as well finish floating defense. Huh. I wish there was some clarity about this on the wiki, but there really isn't. No air supply system in Hoi 4. Supply source report a large city should be captured. I wonder, what if we just capture Birmingham right from the start? Or Liverpool, Manchester. I mean, they're probably going to have some defenses there. It's got a port too, but it is very far from, like, sea zone wise. I'd much prefer, yeah, I would like to quickly grab Dover or Portsmouth. Can I follow this up with an offensive line? And do I want to? Probably not. No, I'll manually deal with things. Okay, no one's green anymore. Cancel that. And no one was green, but a little extra XP isn't too bad. We'll let you recharge. So what does it tell me on the tooltip here? Not really anything in terms of numbers used. So more planes are being deployed out over here. I'm going to go and... There we go. Just lower that so that the other one reinforces. So again, I don't know how many planes are going to be used, but it would be nice if they were both dropping at about the same rate. Probably need hundreds of planes to make this work right. I don't know. I don't like doing things I don't know. But there's only one way to learn, and that is to try. So we might lose a shit ton of people here. But we're going to try to drop 28 divisions into the southeast of England and see if we can take Dover. I got a bad feeling about this. I don't think I'll be deploying the ships. Because again, I think they'll get instantly sunk. Hey, how's China doing? I haven't looked at you in a while. Attack Team Gold, you're doing pretty good actually. I'm going to delete this offensive line and draw a new one. I would like you to push up to this river. Please and thank you. And Attack Team Red, you're still getting things done. Alright. Some complaints about supplies, but it's not too bad. I could deploy some planes out here too, but I think we're going to do okay. I'm actually wondering if I shouldn't send a hit squad to go up the coast over here. Do I have any tanks in this group? No, this group doesn't. The gold one does. It's also having some supply problems. So, I'm going to grab 5. And a general. Come up here. And take that. And just go, because otherwise I'll forget. Okay, I think we're going to hit play on our invasion here. So, air superiority. 100% awesome. We're doing daytime bombing, day and night air superiority missions, and close air support day and night. Oh, we're still doing the port strikes, which, I mean, I don't think hurts. I just don't think there's anything to do there, but let's make sure you're 100% focused there. And the rockets are apparently doing nothing, so hooray. Okay. Alright, let's initiate Plan E-Day. God. Probably about to murder a bunch of my dudes. Paratrooping with losses. Well, they landed right away. Well, Portsmouth doesn't have that many people in there. That's quite interesting. So, no, you've all landed instantly. Alright. Now, question. Can I start building, not a dockyard, but a naval base here right away? I can. Do I just want to sit here and try to accrue supplies? I might. You guys are setting up a line. Okay. Tell you what, Team Red. Oh, not naval invasion, front line. I mean, it's moot. No matter what, you're going to be in both places. But just so that you start getting a planning bonus, I'm going to set up offensive lines on both sides. Then I'm going to grab, I don't know, 3 dudes and go there. 4 dudes and go there. Not going to gain us much. And yeah, we really do want to hold this, which looks like it's going to happen right now. And yeah, of course you're not going to have supplies. But you do have a 48-hour grace period. I mean, we're not going to be able to build a naval base in that time, though. I'm wondering if these guys are also going to have supply problems. Yeah, you're going to pop this, we'll get a surround on Portsmouth, and then we'll see if we can't... Actually, I think what I'll do is I'll throw everyone at this. They've only got 10 divisions in there. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Alright, all you guys are going to join up into one group. Then we're going to give you the Field Marshal, who's got the supply reduction thingy. Right here. Then you're going to delete all your existing orders. You're going to take that and set that as a front line. We'll get everyone in position. And I mean, I may not, like, literally let the plan go. That's probably enough for a good surround at this point. And I don't want you to starve out. It's going to be enough to start fighting from multiple angles. Go. Go, 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 go. Although, the question is still, how the frack are we going to get more people across the sea if all of our convoys get obliterated instantly? Well, the important question is, the important thing is, we've gotten our foothold. Maybe. We gotta kill them before we run out of supplies. Also, if they start attacking us from the back, then we'll get a pretty big combat penalty. We do have the supply penalty. That's 33%. They've got a lot of dig-in. We're pushing. So. Yeah. You go. What could possibly go wrong? Actually, you probably can't go at all until we have a port. And that's actually entirely true. As soon as we got a port, then everyone will be able to attempt to cross the sea. And probably die. But I guess what's going to happen then is maybe I'll move more fighters over here. I don't know if it can make a difference. Do I have any fighters, like, still banked right now? We do have a bunch of carrier fighters. And some jet fighters. So, yeah, English Channel. Show me everything. Shortest distance. Oh, that's, don't show me the rocket sites, because that's just confusing. So we can grab some carrier fighters, if I can find them in the list. 2, 3. You can join in there. And again, you're doing anti-bombardment. Day and night. I think we're going to get Portsmouth. Unless something radical changes here. There we go. Okay. So now, reestablish a front line over here. These guys are going to start moving. Group purple, which means I have to get my fleet out here. Whether it means they're going to die or not. Actually, you guys are specifically going to be on convoy escort. Try to give the convoys support here. Okay. Now, can we break out any further is a big question. I don't need these guys to be paratroopers anymore, although I don't want to cost them any more experience points, so I'm going to leave that be. I will suggest a front line. Oh, not a front line, sorry. Oh, hold on. I goofed you up. Front line here, offensive line. Looks something like that. And you go, actually. They're a little potentially vulnerable over there. Some people are making it across the sea, you guys. Portsmouth, I assume you've got a full quality naval base here? No, let me click on the goddamn province. All right, thank you. Yes, you do. It's slightly damaged, but that's okay. We probably are mostly responsible for this. So let's make sure... Right here in Sussex. Keep that up. Keep that up. Keep up the naval bases. Oh my god, I'm so happy I finally figured that out. England is now going to fall. Ooh, good push. Actually, why are we pushing forward over here? It's not, it doesn't seem like it should be part of the plan, but okay. Excavation. Oh, right, for just random more supplies. Jet engines, rocket engines. So, this group here, I'm going to technically give you an offensive line, sort of like that. And you go ahead and push that. I'd really like to have my tanks over here. They're all in China. It'll take them a long time to get back, too. And you guys are having big supply problems. Oh, tank group teal. You should definitely keep... Well, where's the next naval base? Pretty far away, actually. Just take Nanjing. Alright. Tank group gold. Well, the tanks from group gold. I'm gonna remove you. And you're just gonna join up one of these fronts. Actually, for simplicity right now, I'm just gonna tell you to garrison this area, which isn't entirely accurate, but is something. Oh, yeah, we lost a carrier, which is why we've gotten these guys freed up. Most likely we're going to lose our entire fleet over here. But my goal is definitely to keep the fleet out there as a distraction. Well, actually, I guess I don't have to anymore. We have landed with a lot of troops. So just run away. Well done. My navy has sacrificed themselves. We got a few more people landing. But they have sacrificed themselves. When we can start moving some planes up. I don't know if we actually need to do that, though. We do currently have pretty good reach. But, I don't know, we can get a little bit better. So some of these guys are yellow for... Oh, that's rain. Oh, so we're not going to get accurate stats right now. So, never mind. I think we got some more... Another carrier sunk? Yeah, right there. Naval fighters and bombers standing by. It's a damn shame. Fall of London. Brilliant. Oh, we need... Okay, hold on. Stop. We need to grab a handful of you guys, make a new army, and put you on that front there. Which actually might get pushed a little bit first. So some naval invasions being threatened. I don't think any are actually happening, though. Oh, this is great. Can't believe London fell so quick. And same thing. You guys here... Split you into a new group. We're actually going to delete... Oops, come on. Delete that. Fucking hell, what the... Look, it's highlighted. Delete. I realize it's not, like, this group's... Okay, maybe that's the problem. I thought you could delete front lines even when you don't have that group selected. Anyway, you guys. In group goal, we'll give you a... Oh, there we go. We'll give you a general. That's your front line. And your offensive line is that. And mostly you're looking to hold the line. But if they can push forward, all the best. And you guys don't have any orders anymore. So I'll have you join that group. Anyone else with exclamation marks? No. So otherwise they have orders. Yes, they pushed back there. We're not... you guys, what are you? Group purple. Just halt. You're not... Don't have to move forward. Just hold that. So that they can't push back. And it will give you an offensive line to go there. And give you a general as well, just to say. But you're going to keep those guys pinned in Cornwall for now, and that's going to be perfectly sufficient. Well done. Meanwhile, I wonder if this should all get grouped up. Alright. Join E-Day. You join E-Day as well. And... yeah, you guys are still fine. They're not... Hang on, I'm confused. Did I not grab these guys? Oh, did I tell this whole group to go and garrison somewhere? I suspect I did, actually. Yeah. You know what? That's fine. Of the people who are actually here... Let me restructure you, because I'm getting a little confused as to what's what. So, we have one group. And a halt. Delete your orders. Again. You guys. New group. This front. You guys. Actually, not even that many. You guys. And we could do some more paratrooping, actually. Paratroopering. Which I should totally do. So, my... Hang on, where's my airports? There's got to be an easier way to find all my transports. Cancel you. Can you use transport planes to transport everyone, or is it just paratroopers? Because it would actually be kind of handy. So we control Sussex, for example. Bunch of transport planes. And... just some local fighters, just to make sure. And you're going to be on air superiority duty. Like that. And the transports are just redeploying. Excellent. So... you guys are going to help hold that. We'll throw a little bit more in there. Say you and you help hold that front. Because there's a lot of dudes, although they are being slowly suffocated, which is nice. And this is going to be... I'm going to color you red. And you are going to be still doing some dropping. But we'll have to wait a little bit before you do that. Meanwhile, oh, group teal. Yeah, you're going to be reestablished on this front over here. So let everyone get in place, and then we'll start issuing some orders again. But everyone's got some orders here. Good. You guys are moving in there? Yes, good. Because we don't want to let them retake that. Let me just temporarily attack here to delay you. That'll give this guy enough time to get there. Excellent. And then I can tell him to stop. These are green, non-Italian units. Okay, we are going to hold that, so that's good. Okay. Now. I wonder if I can drop directly on Birmingham. It's probably a little dicey, but dropping right behind enemy lines might be useful. Can't go directly there because this river goes a little too deep, or that bay. I think I'm going to try to airdrop directly on them. I don't want to push too far, because actually I don't want them to, like, treat that as a front line. On the other hand, we got some interesting openings here. We have to be a little nervous, because we don't have that much of a front line. Group Purple. Why don't you guys go ahead and move up there, which will dramatically switch your line, or shrink your line. And then I'm going to get you to be part of that. And a handful of you to be part of this line as well. Because 6 divisions should be able to hold 1 province. There's limited combat with things. Should be perfectly fine. I don't want to push any more than that because it'll be hard to hold against the 24 divisions over here. But 6 divisions over here with lots of digging should be okay. Meanwhile, you guys are going, right? There you go. Paratrooping with losses. They drop in on 1 dude. They're going to be able to beat him up. And we will be able to link up there. Plus, they'd get supplies here anyway because it's a city. Okay. I don't think we have to do any more paratrooping tricks. But what I will do with this group here is rather... It's interesting that they build that front automatically. I'm going to get them to come over here. And offensive line to over there. And initiate the attack. And we'll see if we can't surround some troops over here. And these guys, I wonder how much they're starving. Probably not that much. They should be able to get plenty of supplies. Well, I mean, I am... Well, I would be using plane sport. I was going to say, I could be blockading this, but... Again, I still think the second I move out my ships, they would get obliterated. That's not a bad little set. Well, we don't have any carriers anymore. And I don't think there's any reason to jump out. Oh, free military factories. Or a heli. I guess we're still needing some medium tanks? Oh, do we have to switch over some more stuff? How are we doing in modern tanks? That's probably exactly it. Modern tanks. Yeah. So, yeah, we have 2 things. This is inaccurately called medium tank. It should be called modern tank. Rename. And these are using modern tanks. Now, we still have the medium tank divisions because we still had some to use up. I could convert some of them this way. I think what I'm going to do is medium. Ooh, that. And that's a little bit annoying. I have to do it this way. Alright, well, that's not too bad. And convert you guys over to modern tanks. And we'll get back to you. Now, free military factories, but again, they're just heavily damaged. Still, I think if we're going to add anything, I'm going to add more strategic bombers. I don't really know if we need that, but what the hell. Now, I don't think that getting the UK to capitulate will end things. But they are the leaders of the Allies. Problem is still the United States. That's really the last holdout. Oh my god, I wish I'd figured out the freaking paratroopers earlier. So annoying. We gotta get tanks over here too. Which... Do I want to risk bringing my things out here? They're taking more and more of their airports. The sheer number of stuff they can bring here has got to start to get a little bit limited. No? Do they even have radar coverage here anymore? They do still, but that is something interesting to consider. Now you guys, I don't remember. I've told you to garrison... Oh, over there. Let me cancel that. Instead do a garrison here. So you can arrive with a little bit more safety. I don't think we really need that garrison anymore, but whatever. You guys have taken Nanjing. Great. God, they keep pushing away. Maybe with this battle group, I will get you to line up here. Actually, scratch that. Line up here. And push out, say, through the rivers this way. Oh, and these are still set to medium tanks. So let me switch you guys over to modern tanks. Cheers. How are we doing on modern tanks in the bank? That's still plenty. So we can really... And we can probably convert almost everyone at this point. And so... E-Day Army 17 over here. Switch U3. I think you already were modern tanks. And we'll just pay attention to the symbols here. The Finnish army. We still have a Finnish army? Over here. Oh, right, for the cleanup. Oh, yeah, so you guys are entirely done. Become modern tanks. And then join... Hang on, I gotta remember who's who here. Is that the gold one that's gonna be going... Let me change your color to something a little bit more memorable. You're gonna be green, so green is, well, mostly some tanks, plus some other stuff that I'm eventually gonna ferry over. So now this Finnish army, you're gonna join Group Green, which will mean you'll join that weird little garrison going over there. Good. Yeah, see, these are the modern tanks. I don't know why they're coming up with medium. They just kept their old name. That's not helpful at all. So I've mostly got to go after the pictures. Well, this doesn't belong to me. So... And I wish you could click on this and just see all your armor. I don't know why that's not a thing. So I guess if we look at our armor now... If we can find it in the list. Oh, up here. Except for the one that doesn't belong to me, they seem to all have the modern tank pictures, which means... If we look at medium tank, yeah, okay. So we actually have 1.2k medium tanks we're not using right now, which has been a problem before, but I think they're just going to stay in the bank. I suppose I could give them to someone. Why not Peru? Peru's in the war, but no one else really is over here. Boosting popularity. Bastards are at 37%. Oh, you're already in the Allies. Cancel. Well, we could still start a civil war, actually. And same here. 32%. I know, probably won't be on time. Anyway, we still don't, these military factories, the ones that bugging me about, are just damaged. So there's no reason to worry about deploying them yet. I suppose I could build some light tank divisions over here, but again, it would just eat some manpower, so I'm not going to bother. Yeah, they're just sitting there and probably leaving. Maybe I should work to get us around, and then I can hit them from 3 angles. And then just bop these guys. You know what? Let's do that. These guys might try to break out. We'll have to keep an eye on them. And probably deploy more troops over there, which we really don't have. But you know what? In France here... Well, these are all pretty shit troops. But not all of them. They don't belong to me. But we've got a handful of non-garrison types. I'm going to join that over there. And since we're going to be ferrying people across the way, I'm going to go and convoy escort over here. Which probably means we're going to get our ships, like, exploded. But let's hope. Yeah, just surround these guys and then see if we can bop them from multiple angles, especially once the tanks get here. Yeah, they're definitely sending in. And I don't have as many fighters here as I used to. You know what I should do is actually grab a bunch of the fighters from here who... Oh, they've been trimmed down as well. Ah, but you're not doing air superiority here. I mean, a little air superiority is probably not a terrible idea. Divisions. Things are still trying to get over there. I think some of them have been lost, though. That was my actual Italian fleet. I don't have the total number of ships here, which is a bit annoying. Nor here. So I'm assuming some of them have probably been obliterated. But there's too many, like, damage reports at this point. I can't get all the information. And again, if we look here, some of my military factories are still all in red, so the ones I'm capturing are not good. I've been blowing the shit out of England for a while now, so it's not too surprising. It's not too surprising that the factories I'm taking from the English are in such bad shape. Your front line is all derpified. This is the front line I want Team Red to be on. Excellent. More aces being shot down. And yeah, naval reports. Oh, over here. Oh, that's still this one. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, notice we don't have any actual naval combat reports for over here, which seems absolutely bizarre to me. I don't know, maybe it's fine. Who dares wins. And no, my convoys definitely, yeah, my convoys all got obliterated trying to cross over here. Which is not great. My fleet is currently here fine. But my convoys got obliterated, and they still have a ridiculous amount of stuff. And since I'm not convoying anything anymore, I'm just going to tell these guys to dock again. Maybe? I don't even know if you're moving. Or... there you are. Okay, good. Large ships on low strength? Yeah. Dock yourself before you wreck yourself. So yeah, paratroopering aside, is there a way... I don't think there's a way for me to air transport over, and I really wish there were. Like, why can't I load some tanks onto a plane and just drop them off on another airbase I control? Maybe there is a way and I just don't know it. That wouldn't surprise me, since apparently I don't know how to use transport planes. Alright, well, we got to put a cut in here. This has been a pretty long one, but a good one. I like that these guys are a little bit attritioning, so I'm going to go and bring the red group over there. And if I can steal a few more troops somewhere else. And I think I can. I'm going to grab, say, this pair over here and send them there. And we'll see, by attacking with a nice bit of encirclement and these guys at 20% attrition, I'm willing to bet we can go and bop these guys. So we'll see how that goes, but that'll have to wait until next time. Thanks for watching. See you then.